you, Honorable Bill.
the Honorable House Chair, the Honorable Minister, Deputy Minister, Honorable members of this House. I want to maybe start by agreeing with one of our elder persons in this House, Honorable Peter, who in his remarks makes clear that this topic requires us to approach it with less anger and emotion so that we are able to engage meaningfully and resolve the issues which are wanting to be raised here. Now, from the onset, let me make it abundantly clear, because there's a tendency to try and describe the DA in a very particular way by our opponents, mainly those who are fast losing support of our people because they are failing, and those who are mushrooming as sudden saviors of our nation, the MK party in this case. Let it be known that the DA in its land reform policy will make it clear that we believe that many South Africans, especially those historically disadvantaged, remain landless or lack secure tenure. Let it be known that in our land reform policy, the DA believes that the evil apartheid regime's legacy of unequal land distribution continues to create economic, social, and cultural divides. Let it be known that the DA in its land reform policy, it makes it clear that we truly envision a South Africa where all citizens have equitable access to land ownership while private property rights are also protected. The DA is truly committed to resolving historical land injustices without destabilizing the economy. Fellow South Africans, when I speak of a DA position, I'm not talking about a policy written at some shebeen or Cubana and approved by a supreme leader in Kandla. I'm talking about a policy drafted, consulted, and approved by party structures at a democratic conference. I'm not going to even talk about the EFF because since its inception, it's been making the same noise about land, and they've got nothing to show for it, nothing to show for it. So I'm not going to even entertain them. The MK party would obviously not know what I'm talking about when I talk about conferences. It's laughable that this debate is sponsored by the MK party, a party belonging to a former head of state, President Zuma in this case, and a person who's led a ruling party for almost 10 years. This is laughable precisely for these reasons, honorable members. Zuma was the president for this country for nearly 10 years, and he did absolutely nothing to address the question of land, particularly equitable economic systems that seek to uplift historically disadvantaged communities. Instead, he ensured that one family, the Guptas, was uplifted to heights never seen before. In short, that they receive major government contracts. I'm sure we all know that. He ensured that the future of his children, Tutuzile and Tutuzane, are secured. It is well known that between 70 to 90% of land reform projects, both redistribution and restitution, have failed in this country. Most of these failures during the Zuma presidency years. But this does not mean that there aren't any successful cases, which is what Honorable Peter pointed out to, which is what the Deputy Minister pointed out to, which is what Honorable Dlamini pointed out to. But what we are doing today, honorable members, is to have this honest conversation so that we can resolve and identify issues that need to be dealt with, particularly the issue of corruption and the slow pace of this topic that we speak about. Well-known failures include, Honorable MEC mentioned the Estina project, the Maluti project in the Free State, which have come to a standstill with millions of rands being spent on this project. And again, Zuma presided over the failed Department of Rural Development and Land Reform at that time. Members, so the idea that the MK party cares about people being landless is a fallacy, it's a lie. Just like Mugabe's ZANU-PF in Zimbabwe, as Ngugaintobi correctly described in his book, Land Matters, the MK party wants to use land for narrow populist and chauvinistic ends. The same applies with the EFF. The MK party describes itself as a class-conscious political party that fights for the aspirations of the working class and the poor. That's a lie, it's a fallacy. Honorable members, let me tell you something. The MK party is not fighting for the poor and for the working class. The MK party is fighting for material benefit for certain families, for the Zuma family, for the future of Tutuzane and Tutuzile. So this insinuation that the MK party is fighting for people is a lie. Years of inefficiencies, corruption, and bureaucratic delays must be dealt with. Let's give security of tenure to our people, both in urban and in rural areas. Let us commit to policies that are fair, practical, and forward-thinking, that honor our past, meet the needs of the present, and secure the future. Honorable members, we can no longer delay this project. It is clear that the Western Cape is doing far better, Honorable Farmer, and you must accept that. Don't come with your little stories here. It is proven that the Western Cape is doing far better than the rest of the country. Thank you.